Alrighty, we are live. Live. Hello, excuse me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live session with the professor. How are you guys doing today? Hello. Alrighty. All right. Hello, everyone. It is time for a little midday learning with the professor. So, if you're on like the West Coast, maybe even some Central Standard Time, you might be on your lunch break, or you might just be sneaking at work. It's okay. I promise I won't talk too loud so you won't get in trouble. All right. So, hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? All right. We are going to do a little design work right now. Um, all righty. Sorry, I'm trying to, it's like it always switches up on me. Facebook has switched up some stuff on here. Um, uh-oh. All right, I have no idea what's going on with my tripod. Give me a second, y'all. I'm having all types of technical difficulties. See, this is what happens when you don't go live for a couple of days because you have a lupus flare up, So, all right, let me go to here. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and bring that down. All right, so while I'm trying to get this all set up and shared out, I have a question for you guys. Who is just a little bit frustrated with always having to maybe ask in groups or try to, like, you spend way too much time trying to figure out your designs, how to modify them in, like, no matter what program you're using, and you would like a more streamlined, easier way to do it, or just want to learn how to do certain designs, and I'm going to say layouts yourself. If you are watching live and that is you, before we get started, all I need you to type in the comment is me. Okay? Hashtag me. If you are someone that is struggling with like just creating your own designs and you want to be able to create your own designs, and truly, like, let's say as a beginner, okay? Because there are certain programs that's going to allow you to do more things, but in order to get to that level, you do have to start somewhere. So if you want to learn, y'all see the things that I make in Silhouette Studio. If you desire to kind of get to that level, go ahead and write in the comment section, hashtag me. Hashtag me. Okay. If that is you. All right. So I'm still okay. Why did you pop up? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and um let me go in here and share. There we go. Write a post. Okay, so we're going to go like this, select all and copy and post and share into a group. And we're going to paste and post again. And we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, what was that that just flew in my face? All right. Okay, there we go. So all shared out now. Let me go ahead and just get this TikTok set up. Y'all know I'm trying to build up my TikTok algorithm. So let's get this all set up as well over here on the tickety talk. All right. And then we're going to get started. And I'm going to give you guys a little disclaimer before we get started, because definitely have to put that disclaimer out there with what I'm about to show you guys, which is why it's not on my screen just yet, because I definitely want to put this disclaimer out there. Okay, there we go. All set up. All right. So if you are, okay, I see a lot of people have come on. If you are just joining, the question that I posed to you guys, if you are someone that finds yourself a little frustrated when you sit down at your computer trying to figure out how to get designs to like work, and I'm trying to figure out like the right layouts, the right sizing, why is it that if I bring in a design, whether it's from Cricut Design Space or Canva, or I'm bringing in an image from the internet, why is it not the right size when I print it out? So if that's one of your questions, if you are tired of posting in a group, waiting for answers, and sometimes they are the wrong answers on how to remove a background or complete a design and things like that, I need for you to write #me. If you just want creative freedom when you are designing, if you want your designs to be set apart from everyone else, go ahead and write #me. That's how we're going to start this off. #me. I need you guys to put that in the comment section. Well, unless you're watching over on TikTok, because, well, no, I want to still see you guys over on TikTok. Just don't know how I'm going to include you guys on what I'm going to do next. But go ahead, and she says, yep, at work, sneaking and watching. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So, someone says, I had a question this weekend and didn't really know where to get. Wait, you didn't know where to get the answers? I'm sorry. I see your name on here all the time. Honey, you can always post a question on any of my videos, or head on over to Facebook and post it in like either my silhouette group or my Honestly Speaking group. And my email is always in. Well, I'm gonna say it's always in, but it's on the website where you can email me at the professor at hssync365.com or any of the other ones. And if it's something where I can't answer, or I'll probably direct you to post it to the group. If you're not on Facebook, I'll do my best to help as much as I can without, you having to like kind of book a one-on-one session if it doesn't require that. But for anyone who is on this live right now to say that you don't know where to go to get help, OMG, why do I come on here every single day to let you know, like, hello, this is what I do. This is my passion, my love. I can normally look at a design and tell you exactly what the issue is. So make sure that you are you're watching the videos, you're watching the playbacks. Guys, don't just watch these videos when they are live. Go back and watch them. Take notes. Find the elements that I have and try it out for yourself. Or you can always join our 30-day training that has everything in it that you're going to need to learn how to design. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? It's been a couple days. I know I don't really go live on here as much as normally like the Wednesdays, but I was having withdrawals. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. Your girl was having major withdrawals. I wanted to come live, and then I saw this really cool post over the weekend, and I was like, okay, perfect. I want to be able to do that one. So before I share my screen, although TikTok is seeing my screen now, so they get to kind of see what we're going to work on, I want to preference this. So as you saw from the original banner, it said that we're going to work on a football inspired design. For this particular one that I'm going to show with utilizing Silhouette Studio, I am, and you know what? Okay, TikTok, don't judge me. Behind me is it's kind of a hot mess.com, but I kind of don't, well, I can't even move my tripod. So y'all are going to have to talk to my screen. I'm so sorry. But make sure you guys go ahead and tap that screen too. So I'm going to show a design on here. Like I said, someone asked this question over the weekend. I saw it. I took a screenshot. I thought it would be great. It'd be a great learning lesson. What I'm going to use does include an NFL logo. So I do want to put this disclaimer out there that this video is for teaching purposes only and just showing you how to utilize Silhouette Studio when it comes to using your text and sizing it, and how to get the most accurate size, as well as how to trace away negative areas. It just so happens to be that the image that I'm going to use is an NFL logo. If you have Designer Edition or above, I'm also going to show you on a site where they do have the SVG version of the logo. For pretty much every NFL and really a lot of the sports teams and even colleges, you're going to be able to find their SVGs, meaning it's the vector format. It's in layers. You can ungroup it and go in and change certain things. Now, some of them, depending on the program that they were designing, they come out really, really crazy. And so you'll really have to have a knowledge of the program to kind of fix those things. But some of them come in really, really good. And all you have to do is change the colors. So let's say you wanted to do something for football because it falls within October and you want to do something with the logo and make it more breast cancer related, you can do that. All right. If you are someone who, although I don't think football time is during Mardi Gras. No, because it's that Mardi Gras is like March, right? But maybe you want to mix the two. Maybe you just want to mix the colors up, but still have the logo. You can do that. And when I say you can do that, meaning you can transform it in programs like Silhouette Studio. Now, with that being said, each of these logos do belong to the NFL and the teams that they represent. Just because you can find either the PNG, JPEG image, SVG, or any other format online does not give you the legal right to reproduce, recreate, and use this without the express written consent of those entities. You do so at your own risk. So with me showing this, I am not saying that, oh, you're finding it online, you can use it for whatever you want, right? I am not saying that in any way, shape, or form. Let's get that very clear. So don't come after me should any legal action be taken. You do it at your own risk. My goodness, whether it's for personal or if you want to risk maybe selling it to someone, maybe not promoting it on your website, but maybe doing it by word of mouth. That is totally up to you. You do it at your own discretion. This is for teaching purposes only. Now, I will also say that although this is kind of the easy way out, right? This is the easy way to teach this. However, in the ink zone, because preseason has started, we are, approaching the regular season of football. I am going to show you some ideas of how you can utilize words and not use logos, use colors and things like that don't necessarily infringe on their intellectual property because you're not using their logos directly, and how to do NFL inspired designs, how to do truly NFL inspired designs. This particular one, it's inspired, but I am going to use an NFL logo. But join the Ink Zone. That is the group for our Inkiversary. You get your full access pass over on our website, shop.hsink365.com. And this week, I will be doing some NFL-inspired designs to get you guys pumped up and ready for football season, as well as a sprinkle of senior designs. Although the senior year has started for most, it doesn't mean that your senior designs stop. You also can start planning and prepping for graduation. we hope that all of them who are seniors are going to actually graduate. So it's okay to start doing those things now, prepping your stoles, your yard signs. You don't even have to like wait. I saw someone in my group, they used my template and it was so amazing because if I'm not mistaken, what that one in the back is all of the schools she was accepted to. I thought that was the dopest idea yet. Like that's to put on display. Yes, my baby did it. My baby got offers to this, and this school, hunty. And then she had the one like with the school that she chose. So I think it was like 3 different yard signs that she created, all from like my trainings and my teachings. I found it to be so super amazing. So you don't have to wait until, or try and get your clients to start thinking about those things and booking them, having it in their yard that they have a senior, they're about to have a graduate. That way you kind of lock them in, and you're able to, like, as you get close to the graduate season, be able to have them on your mailing list, sending them things about graduation, putting that little bug and reminder. They're going to have a lot of stuff, but senior and football are going to be probably your number one selling items as a creative entrepreneur in this season before we get to the holiday season. If you're in an area where fall things are really, really popular, you may want to kind of sprinkle it in, but it's probably going to be best for you to focus your attention on just 1 or 2 things. Trying to do maybe senior, football, fall, Christmas, Halloween. Like, you're going to spread yourself thin in how you advertise and how you prep, because that's a certain like color of shirts you would have to get, having to search for designs. So I would, pick your poison, okay? On which one you really want to focus on. That is probably the best advice I can give you guys as creative entrepreneurs. All right. So we're going to get right into this, but I have no idea why it's doing this little thing over here on TikTok. I'm trying to move y'all over a little bit. Veronica, I'm going to be designing from Silhouette Studio. That's normally the program that you're going to see me design from, is Silhouette Studio. Do I know Photoshop and all those? Yes, I have done some teaching in the ink zone for Photoshop, but 9.35% of the time it's going to be from Silhouette Studio. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, Veronica. Thank you so very much for sharing the live video. I encourage each and every one of you who's watching live on TikTok to also go ahead and share and tap the screen and drop some likes. All right. So I almost forgot to introduce myself. I am Shakia, the professor. I am the best. Yes, I am that confident. I am the best instructor when it comes to Silhouette Studio. I teach you in a way like no one else. I help you think outside the box. I break it down in several ways because I truly understand that everyone learns and in different ways. So they kind of have to see it and experience it in different ways. So I teach that way, to where I try to tap into like a lot of different teaching or learning styles. So I am the best at teaching you not just Silhouette Studio, but about designing and how to think outside the box. I think a lot of my students like taking a peek into my brain and how I break down designs to set myself apart from my counterparts. Here in South Florida, I'm known more so for my designs, and not just the putting it on a shirt or on a crown or on a cup. It's the designs that my customers come to me after, which is why my design fee is what's most important to me. But I talk about pricing and all that kind of stuff in different sessions. All right. But we are the home of, our parent company is HS Inc. 365 LLC, the parent company of Silhouettes Anonymous. That's where I've been teaching you guys how to use Silhouette Studio for the past 8 years. Honestly Speaking, which is our product line where we carry Sublimation ink, Sublimation paper, and pigment ink. And also 365 Creative Academy, which is my online academy, soon to be in-person academy, where I teach you to unlock your creativity in a wide variety of ways. All right, so let's finally go into Silhouette Studio. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, I do see a few questions I am going to answer. A few of these questions right now. So I did see, I can never do a live video without saying, hey, just say. But hello, everyone. Incredible afternoon. Hello. Just gonna run through these real quick because I have been babbling. Oh my God, for 20 minutes. OMG, I did not realize it's been that long. Okay, so hello. Why y'all didn't tell me I've been on that long? She says me, but you already know that. Okay, now I read that one. First time watching live, found you on YouTube this weekend and watched you all weekend while I made candles. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for watching. Hopefully you did follow us and turn your notifications to see all. If you're watching over from Shaquille Lavelle, just make sure that you send a friend request and also follow. But follow Silaholics Anonymous as well. All right, I see a lot of me's. You guys followed instructions. Good, because there's going to be a little giveaway. Free version on Silhouette, or do I need the paid version? The wonderful thing about how I teach, I show you how to do everything from the free version. The upgrades provide a way to do things a little bit easier, but it's not the only way to do it. Now, for the logo that I'm going to use today, there is an SVG version. You cannot open up SVGs from the free version of Silhouette Studio. You have to have Designer Plus, or Business. But as far as like tracing it, you can definitely do that to vectorize it. But you might have some areas that's not as sharp as they should be. So just be mindful of that. And then, if you get tired of just tracing all the time, you may want to get Designer. Click the link in the description. It's my link for you to be able to go purchase it. I do receive a small commission. However, this video is not sponsored by that company. And you can open up DXFs if you can find them. But I teach you how to design and be great from the free version of Silhouette Studio. She says, you are the GOAT of Silhouette. Thank you. She is the best. Wow. I so love your confidence, and it encourages me to take your classes. Yes, I do. I know this program in and out. I am the best at it. Better than probably anyone that you think who's been in the game longer than me. I guarantee they don't know this program like I know this program. First time watcher here. Well, welcome, Crystal. Glad to have you here. Hopefully it will not be your last time. All right. Now I'm going to get into this because I've been on for like 23 minutes now. We haven't got into the nitty gritty of it. I do have some offers that are going on because this is HS Ink Week, y'all. Do y'all know that the 28th is HS Ink Day? So this is like HS Ink Week. On next Sunday, we have our giveaway. So if you haven't gotten your raffle ticket or your gift card to be entered into the raffle giveaway, make sure you go to the website and do that. But I have some special offers, and actually all this week for classes, there's going to be certain offers, and maybe something on the 27th for HSing products. So be on the lookout for that. But stick around because I have some offers for you guys at the end of this video. If you can't stay, come on back, just kind of skip to the end to see what it is. They will be valid until 6:35 p.m. today. Y'all like how I did that, the 365 kind of in there. So these deals will be available until 6:35. So if you can't stay on right now, be sure, don't forget to come back to this video and find out about those deals and just kind of skip towards the end, okay? All right, let's get into this finally. All right, it wasn't shared yet. All right, there we go. All righty. So, can you use Silhouette Studio with a Cricut? You cannot use it directly, meaning you cannot design in Silhouette Studio and simply cut to your Cricut machine. However, what you can do is design in Silhouette Studio. Save it as a PNG. If you have Business Edition, you can save it as a PNG file, be able to open up that PNG file if you want to do a smaller print and cut from your Cricut machine, or you can save it as a Silhouette file. Watch my video on how to convert a Silhouette file into an SVG file and then you can open up that SVG file in Cricut Design Space and be able to utilize it over there and cut from the software. But you cannot cut directly from Silhouette Studio. All right, hopefully that made sense for you. All right, so here is, I'm going to take my big old head off of here. Y'all don't want to see my head, right? Y'all want to see what's on the screen. Let me take my head off of there. So here is the design that someone had this weekend, and I wish I could have done it this weekend, but like I said earlier in the video, I had a lupus flare up, and that just wasn't going to happen, Captain. But she did it in Cricut Design Space, right? And when she brought it over, she was saying that it was blurry and she couldn't blow it up. I do have a video that's going to that I'm going to do where I'm going to show you all the different ways that you can save an image from Cricut Design Space. But I will say that, you know, there's some pros and some cons to doing that from Cricut Design Space to bring it into a different program, whether it's Silhouette Studio, Illustrator, Corel Draw, Photoshop. Contrary to popular belief, you cannot correct something that is a low resolution JPEG or PNG other than recreating it or tracing it, but then you're going to maybe have some distortion. So this is why it is good to learn a program like Silhouette Studio that does not restrict how big you can print. Okay, you don't have to have a machine to use it, but you can use it for designing. All right, I'm going to let you guys know, if you are answering my question, you have to put #me. You cannot just put me. It has to be #me. All right. Okay. So here is the design, right? This is an extra design where this is going to be kind of a bonus for you guys. But this is what she had. And I was asking her, well, was it a Cricut specific font, or was it a font that you had on your computer? And she stated that it was a font that she had on her computer. Perfect. You can do all this in Silhouette Studio. You don't have to go through Cricut Design Space, especially since you're not going to print from Cricut, because it's not going to give you the correct size that you need. Now, I don't think I have this exact font, so I'm not going to be able to replicate it exactly like this, but you'll get the idea. So when you start your text, you're going to come to the A on the right-hand side. So I'm going to kind of scroll my camera over there. Click on the A on the right-hand side. Click on the screen right there. Boom, right? And you're going to start to type out your text. So we're going to go all caps, say, ooh, that's that. On. Say. I'm going to put all of it together. So Watt, and then TJ Watt 90, okay? And then I like to fill mine with color no matter what I'm doing. I like to fill it with color because it makes it easier to select it for anything afterwards. So we're going to come over to the A. Sorry, my light's going to be blinding for you guys. We're going to come to the A on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, first we're going to come to the color palette. So we're going to come to the color palette and we're going to put any color there. So I'm just going to choose black for now. And then we're going to come to the A on this side. And this is where we're going to choose our font. I know I have a font that is somewhat like a stencil font. I just got to figure out which one it is. So we're just going to scroll down our font. And I'm sorry about the glare from my key light for you guys watching over on TikTok. All right, what's going on with my, I probably should have restarted Silhouette Studio because I did have a lot going on. I was designing yard signs. I was designing banners. I was designing senior crowns. I still now have 2 more senior crowns to do after the fact because they saw them on Friday. They loved them. So I now have 2 more that I have to do. So I probably should have shut down Silhouette Studio first, but I didn't. Let's see. No, that's definitely not that one. Although I kind of like that font, but I know I have one that's closer to this stencil font. I just got to find it. I will tell y'all now, I do not try to remember names unless it's a font that I use like all the time. Like it's one of my signature go-to fonts for stuff. I don't try and remember it. If you get into the ink zone, you'll see that like I literally just go and scroll through. Sometimes if it's a brand new design and like a random design, I'm just going to jump somewhere within the fonts and start there to find a font. I don't try to remember font names, guys. I do not try to remember them. Oh my God, but I know I have one that is like a stencil font. Oh, I like Capture It. It's not the same, but I'm going to keep this because I really like the way this font is. I'm going to kind of duplicate that. But I know I have one that's just a straight up stencil font, and I can't remember what it is. I really can't remember what the stencil font is. Now, I know I'm going to need my collegiate font to do this Pittsburgh thing over here, but what is my friggin', I can't remember it, like, at all. I hope they don't have to go through this too long to find this font. And I don't do a lot of the font files, so if you guys are, I can't tell, I see a lot of things going on there, but I don't do a lot of the font. So if the font that you are recommending came from the font, I probably won't have it because I pretty much get my fonts from Hungry JPEG, Creative Fabrica, and designbundles.net. So I know it's not Glory Night. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, come on. I am all the way at K and I don't see it yet. And I'm just using the scroll, meaning the wheel on my mouse to scroll down. A lot of times if you use the arrow, you'll end up with like your letters will turn to boxes. So I've learned to stop using the arrow because it's just a little glitch that after you tap down so many times, it turns your letters into boxes and you have to shut down Silhouette Studio in order to like get everything back. So I've learned to just use the scroll the wheel on my mouse to combat that. This is ridiculous. Now, I don't remember it being down this far. Oh my gosh, seriously? Okay, I might just use the font that's on the screen because I really don't want to spend forever and a day trying to find a font. Ooh, Sergeant. Um, I mean, that's not bad. That's close to it. I knew it was like something that was like military related. I'm going to check one more that might be a little bit closer, but the goal for me here is not to try and copy this verbatim. That's one thing I never ever do is tell a client that I can copy something exactly as they may have seen it because there's no guarantee that I'm ever going to be able to find that font. Okay, boom, stencil. That's definitely not the one that I want. Okay, we're just gonna rock with what I have on screen and keep it moving, shawty. Yeah, we're just gonna rock with what I have on the screen and call it a day. Okay. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna close out this one. I actually like these two anyway. All right. So a lot of the times, if you have an image that has colors and you're going to print it out, you can sample colors from an image so that they match. So up here, I'm going to double click on the word say. I'm going to double click, click and highlight the word say, go over to the color palette, get my dropper, or you can go to the color palette up here as well, either one. And I'm going to come down here and sample that goldish color. And then same thing for the TJ part. All I have to do is just click over here and it's going to give me that color. Same thing down here. We're going to go like this, boom, and highlight this and boom. So we kind of have our colors, but we do have to split them up. So I always tell my students, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So we're going to duplicate this. That way it stays in font mode because once you change something and you convert it to path, it is not going to be able to be edited again. You cannot edit it again. So we're going to let's just start with this one. All right. One of the things that you will notice is there's extra space at the top and bottom, um, and like just the length of it. So right now, this says that it is 9.967 in height, 9.519 in width. What you want to do is right click and choose convert to path. That's going to make it where it's the exact size for everything. And now it says it is 0.741 by 9.298. So it's going to give you the exact size. So based off of the way that this is, we're going to now ungroup this. So you actually can ungroup it also, since we're going to separate them. But then you want to go in and group each word. I like keyboard shortcuts. So from here on out, I'm going to be using my keyboard shortcuts, Control G on a PC, Command G on a Mac to group it together. So same thing up here. We're going to right click. I'm just going to ungroup. And I'm going to, oops, no, this is all together. Okay. I'm also going to select it all and remove the line color. So just go to your color palette, hit that the pound mark or hash box, and you're going to remove all the outline. I like to see it as is. Now there is a slight outline on the gold letters, which, okay, of course, we're going to show you how to do that also. So now we're going to put say. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. We're going to take watt. Okay. Now the exact size of this probably will change as I put the logo in there. So we're just going to go say, and I'm going to show you, it doesn't matter what size you start off with. And then this was here for TJ, and then the 90. And we're going to shrink that. We're going to select both to shrink them down some. And then let's go ahead and align them. All right. So they had that kind of like to the A. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. Select them. Oh, we didn't group together the 90. So select them, shrink them down. And I'm going to shrink it down some more because you're going to see it doesn't really matter. So we are partway there with having our text set up. Okay. Now, how do we get the logo? Again, if you're just joining, this is for teaching purposes only and me showing how to do different versions of tracing. I am not saying that because you can trace these images and the likenesses of these images in Silhouette Studio, Photoshop, Illustrator, Cricut Design Space, that you are authorized to use them. They still belong to the NFL and the teams that they represent. So you do so at your own risk with making designs or anything, whether personal or for sale, because contrary to popular belief, even when you do it for personal use, it's technically not legal. However, most people's concept is, how are they going to find out? I'm not advertising it. And they don't bother you when you go to football games. People always say that, oh, they're going to take it from you and confiscate you. They can't make you take a shirt off your body at the stadium or at Disney World. They're not going to kick you out. Them people don't care. The ones who work at the stadium, they're not getting that kind of money. So they really wouldn't care if you made your own. Okay. I can promise you that. Been to plenty of Dolphin games with things that I have made for our family. All right. So if you happen to get a logo, now this is one why I chose this one. I'm like, this is super, super easy, right? If you happen to get something that is a solid shape, really, really easy to change this. You're just going, most people will go and say, trace it, trace and detach. Well, the issue is it's a black outline around it. Trace and detach is not going to work for this. You're still going to have to do a trace and then crop. But then you would have to release compound path and delete certain parts. Why do all that? Now, for some things, you're going to still have to do that. You can also invert it and then trace it and then crop it. But regardless of what, to take something away from something that has a background, you're going to have to trace and crop. You're also going to hear people say, oh, use sites like remove.bg. If you do not pay for remove.bg, going to that site to simply remove the background is one of the worst things that you can do, because the free version of remove.bg will distort excuse me, the image. It will distort the image. So if you are using, again, if you're using the free version of remove.bg, I don't recommend it. Now, if you have the paid version, you can use it to remove the black from around it. But the easiest way for something like this is to do, excuse me, a trace and crop with the ellipse tool. So I'm going to kind of get it towards the center of this, which I'm going to guess like in the middle of these stars is the center. I'm going to hold down Shift and Alt, and I'm going to pull this out until I get to about the edge of the circle. Dang it. We actually want to come in just a little bit. So we don't want to be too far out. This is where you have to zoom in. I was drinking water, guys. So I'm going to pull this back in some. Thank you, though. Thank you for being concerned about the professor. Y'all love me. Y'all want to make sure that nothing happens to me. I appreciate it. We're going to kind of come inside of the gray a little bit. And then you're going to drag and select both. Go over to your modify tool. So that's this icon right here. And you're going to crop. Boom. It's done, right? If you have a PNG version, if you have 4.4, it's probably going to automatically crop that extra area down for you. If you have a PNG version, but you have, like me, 4.3, then you can do a trace and detach, or you can still do the trace and crop. Either will work. If you're not familiar with trace and detach, I have several free videos, or you can join my 30-day training, which again, I do have a deal at the end of this video if you guys stick around or want to come back for the deal. So we're going to go ahead and move this up here. Well, no, let's make a duplicate. And I'm going to shrink this down, Shift and Alt, bring that down to size. All right. Now this one has a black outline around it. So what we can also do, now that we have it as a circle, you're going to use the offset tool. Boom. Offset. And we're going to make that offset a little bit smaller. And we're going to make it black. And then select them, group them together, and remove the line color. So now that's a little bit closer to the one that was in the inspiration post. So I'm going to make this be about the same height. I'm going to bring it to the front. Let's see. Do they have it at the same height? I don't even know. Let's see. So they really don't have it at the same height. Okay. Because I was like, that's going to be kind of big. So I'm going to make this, I'm going to kind of come to like here where the Y, and then I'm going to bring this like up. Let me see. Let me check it with my A. Okay, so I like that about there. Okay, so we have this here. If I wanted the Watt to not go past the Pittsburgh logo, I can bring that in some, and then we can adjust this part. Y'all do know we are done, right? Other than sizing it. Because we ungrouped the letters and made them in different, now it is true to size. We took the logo and we shrunk it down, and it is true to size now, okay? And once you arrange all of this, you now can select it and make it as big or as small as you would like. You don't even technically have to group it together. So right now it's showing only 4 inches in height, 6 inches wide. Now this is a very wide font. if I chose a thinner font. You're going to see how different this font is because it's not as wide. So I'm going to take this and let's say we take it up to about 11 inches wide. I'm just going to get it kind of close to it. All right. Oh, boom, right on the money. And now that is 8.012 in height. So I'm going to group that together. And then we're going to take, okay, no, I have it here, but I don't have the black around it. It's okay. I can do it. I did it once. I can do it again. We're going to move this off to the side. So we're going to make this a little bit bigger. We're going to offset this one. I'm going to make it black. Remove the line color. Select them and group. I'm going to shrink it down. Let's send it to the back so I can kind of check the sizing of it. Kind of like with my Y in the middle. So let's go like about there. So we're going to position this here and tell these to align. And then we're going to take the watt, and I think that's actually pretty good where it is. And then the TJ watt, we're going to make sure that that is aligned. And let's see. So I can make it come to the edge of this, but then it's going to be like way out here. I want it to be to the edge of like the bottom half of the W. So we're going to go there, right? Group it together. And I'm going to make this 11 inches wide. All right, now come on. Okay, so this one at 11 inches is 8.012. This one is 8.324. Now, the other part of this is also the amount of spacing that is between each line. That spacing can also increase the size. So if you wanted it to appear to be longer, you can put more spacing. So what I'm going to do to make sure that the spacing is the same on both of these to kind of give you an accurate, I'm going to put a little box here. That's the one disadvantage of Silhouette Studio compared to like Photoshop or Illustrator, where you can move it and you can automatically create like the same amount of spacing between lines. Can't really do that in Silhouette Studio, so you kind of have to use some other methods, such as kind of creating a box. So I'm going to go 0.25 just to make it a nice round number. I'm going to fill that in with some color so I can see it and select it better. And I'm going to let's ungroup this. I'm going to bring this inward some and then up to that line. And then I'm going to come here and move this up and space these, okay? So although there is more space, it seems like there's more space in between here. It's because of the size of the logo. Now, if you want that to be closer to it, you can stretch it. I don't recommend it, but that's up to you. If you wanted to bring this down like to that line, that's totally up to you. I typically don't tend to stretch letters. But if I wanted the letters to look closer together like this, I can easily go ahead and bring this down. And then we would end up making the logo a little bit smaller, kind of still keeping it on that line and maybe bringing it in some. All right. So now here, if we do the same exact thing and bringing this down, and we're going to bring this to the top of it as well. See, that's going to, like, this one sticks up over it more, so we're going to just have to bring that down some. Okay. And then the spacing in between here and here. So this is 7.807. This is 7.3. Hey, 365. All right there now. See, that's the magic one. And see, that's the font that I loved. Look at that. 365. Y'all know how I feel about my 365. All right. So this is basically like set up. So I'm going to group this one together. Now, this one down here, because the original one had an outline, I am going to do an outline on it. So what you would do is the same thing that we did over here. You can use the line tool, but I find that for certain things, the outline or the offset works a little bit better. And guess what? You can do both of these parts at the same time. So I selected Say and then TJ Watt. And, ooh, they're not lined up. Hold on. Let's line y'all up. There we go. And we're going to come over here to offset. And I'm going to bring my offset window over here so I don't have to put it towards the light. And you're going to hit offset. And you're going to make that offset or as big or as small as you want it. So I'm just going to go 0.05 because theirs was really, really thin. This has like rounded, not necessarily sharp. I'm going to go sharp just for the heck of it. Yeah, it still left it rounded. Hit apply. And then you're going to fill it in with black and remove the color. So now you have it outlined. Now, the T on here is close together. You can always ungroup it and then give them a little bit more spacing, but you would have to also do the outline again. So if I delete that, ungroup this, and we're going to put a little bit of space in between the T's. Just going to move that over, and then I'm going to select my whole 90 and move that over. And let's try that again. So we're going to select them all. We're going to go offset 0.0. Actually, this time I want to go 0.045. I want to, theirs is really thin around it. Apply, and then black, no color. And I think it's not the top part, it's the bottom one that's driving me crazy. With the size of the offset. And this is something that I teach in my 30-day training, that the size of your offset is relative to the original size of the image, the design, the text. So to make it match closer to this one up here, I'm going to do that by itself. And let's go 0.035. Okay, that kind of cut into it a little bit more. Let's go 0.03. Okay, so that might be closer to it. Apply, fill it with black, and remove the line color. Yeah, that's a lot closer to how it looks up here. And we're going to group those together. And we're done, right? So a lot of the times we're asking in groups for designs that are very, very simple, and you can actually create it yourself. I will say that I have seen an uptick in, some people are very legit in wanting to help you, but some you can tell by the way they write the post that it is I'll say that you be very cautious when you are inboxing them and they're saying to DM me, PM me, inbox me, oh, I can help. Sometimes it's like they'll post it on there and you're not even asking about like recreating the design, you're asking for help. And then they'll just say, oh, PM me, I make for you. Be very, very leery of those and giving them money. A lot of these things can be recreated, especially when it is just text. There is no modifying to it. So it is important. It behooves you guys to learn even these basic things of a design program like Silhouette Studio to save yourself from a lot of the scammers that are taking advantage of creative entrepreneurs, i.e. crafters, in these groups, okay? Let's see. Hello from North Kakalaki. This program is so much different than Cricut is. is there much difference in Cricut and this? Yes, it is night and day. There are things that you can do in Select Studio that you cannot do in Cricut Design Space. Now, what we did here, technically, this can be done in Cricut Design Space. What you cannot do in Cricut Design Space is make it 11 inches by 8 inches and then be able to print it. You cannot do that over there. So as far as how it was designed, easily replicate this in both programs, pretty much using the same type of technique, especially since Cricut Design Space now has offsetting. But it's the sizing part that really, really sets it apart. Yes, all of my videos, anytime I go live, they're always available for playback. I like this program better. We do too. And you can learn to master it if you head over to our website, shop.hsinc365.com. Oh, so the logo, there's different places you can get it from, right? But when you're looking, if you look for something called Wikipedia, here we go. No, not the Wikipedia. What is it called? Wiki Commons. They have, so it's up here. So they have the logo in an SVG format that will allow you to go in and change it up. So if I go or open original file, it's going to be the SVG, right click and save as. Uh-oh, you guys can't see on TikTok. So we're going to go save as. And once you go save as, it's going to come up. It's going to ask you want to save it. You're going to say yes. So I'm just going to leave it there, SVG document. And we're going to go ahead and save that. And then if and only if you have Designer Edition, I was right, Designer Edition, Designer Plus, or Business Edition, can you open that SVG? So we're going to go open. I'm just going to go up here to quick access, go to the logo that I just downloaded. And now I don't have to trace anything. It's going to be the exact size that it should be. Should I want to make this into a breast cancer type design, all I have to do is ungroup it. The black line is there. So you could literally change that to any color. You can change the inside parts. I'm going to come down here to my collection of pinks. Oh, that's kind of the same one. Let's choose that pink, and let's go with a hotter pink or maybe a lighter pink. Let's see. I think I want a lighter pink. All right, cool. We can go there. So then this, I can leave it as black, or I can make it one of these other pinks. I can make this a lighter pink. So I can make this and have it where everything is still sharp. Can you do this with the other one? Yes. I will show you how to trace this over in the ink zone. If you have just the JPEG, over in the ink zone is where I'll show you guys how to trace it and even give you a little bit of insight on how to correct images that aren't so perfect when you trace it. But the SVG version, you are allowed to change it. And again, just because the SVG version is available online for free from Wiki Commons still does not give you the legal permission to use it for profit, to recreate, reproduce it in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't give you the legal right just because you can find it on Wiki Commons. All likenesses of the logo still belong to the NFL and the teams that they represent. I'm going to keep on saying that, okay? But you can change that up and be able to resize it and all that kind of good jazz. All right. So when you're looking for it, it's called Wiki Commons. It's basically Wikipedia, but it is a little bit different because it'll say, Wikipedia, and then it says Commons. But a lot of times when you're looking for it, it'll say Commons. You can't really go straight to it and find it. You just do a Google search for whatever team SVG, and the Wikimedia Commons website will end up being an option, and then you're going to go to it through there. Sometimes if you just go there, trying to just go to the site, you're not going to find it because it's a weird name. But if you go to just Wikipedia, you might find it, or just search their name SVG and the Wiki Commons site should come up. All right. So on our website, oh, this right here, Google. Again, Lisa Frank is still something that is trademarked. So be very mindful of that. That was for me. This was sublimated with, I'm sorry, on Facebook and YouTube, someone's asking about something. I'll turn my camera on and show you guys. But this was sublimated with, honestly speaking, sublimation paper, printed plain paper setting, pressed at 365 degrees, 30 seconds. And this is a wallet. I believe I got this from Amazon. I don't really remember where I got this from, but I did this a couple weeks ago. I did like a whole sublimation party, and I was showing like how to sublimate to a bunch of different things. And pretty much for all of them, we were able to sublimate 365 degrees, 30 seconds. The playbacks you can find on my YouTube channel, Silaholics Anonymous. My link tree has the link to all of my YouTubes. I have 3 of them. All right. So if you enjoyed what you saw here, you want to be able to design for yourself. My Essentials to Silhouette Studio, Learn Silhouette Studio in 30 days training is exactly what you need. It is 30 days. Like, I taught it over 30 days. This is no longer live. It will not be taught live. You guys will be able to watch the playbacks of it. You have unlimited access to the playbacks. There is a link that's going to say playbacks to it. That's where you're going to find all of them. We're slowly putting the broken down versions back into the program. But where it says playbacks is where you're going to find that full playlist, and you're going to find instructions on there about how to access the playbacks. But you can download all of the available worksheets. You follow along with us. There's bonus content where other users who are newbies just like you, who are new to my trainings, and they were able to share their screen. You can kind of see where they may have had issues at, because that might be an issue for you. And then you'll see how I walk them through how to correct that. So I don't edit these out. I give it to you. This is going to sound so crazy, but I give it to you raw, unedited, so that you can learn from others, like little slight hiccups, but also see it done the correct way. And you do get worksheets for those that require worksheets. Unlimited lifetime access. You can go back to it and review it as many times as you need. It was recorded over 30 days, but you can take as long as you need. If you can finish it in 15 days and go through all the assignments, like go through it the first time in 15 days because you're going to binge watch it, great, do that. If you want to do one program in one module a day, it'll take you 30 days to get through it. Because we did a lot of like designing and stuff like that towards the end. It is currently $83.65, right? However, there are 2 deals available for you guys right now. You can either get $10 off, so it'll be $73.65 if you use the code, because it's football season, right? So, well, actually, no, the one for all of it is a little bit more than that. So if you want just the 30-day training, ready for 30. If I can get someone to write that in the comment section, the code ready for 30, because it's a 30-day training. Ready for 30 will get you $10 off of my Essentials to Silhouette Studio training. I promise you, it's worth more than that. Once you get into it, when you do your review, you're going to be like everyone else, and you're going to say, this was worth way more. This was worth every penny. I probably would have paid more for this training. Not trying to, I'm telling y'all, it's the way that this is set up is dope. So ready for 30 will get you $10 off. Now, if you would like to see me go through inspired, so I'm going to show you how you can create designs and never infringe on any team's intellectual property. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now, you have to be mindful when you're advertising and like saying the names and stuff like that. So you have to be very creative, but we're going to talk about that. but how to not infringe on their intellectual property by creating designs that represent the essence of the teams. It represents the colors of the teams, but not infringe on them. If you would like to see me do that over the next week, join our full access for our 2-year anniversary. And if you get the full act, that you get the access to my anniversary celebration over in the Ink Zone, and you get the 30-day training, you'll get 20% off of the training. The anniversary of full access pass is $33.65. You're going to go in there, you're going to see replays. We have done several business related sessions just talking about the business in general and things that you should be mindful of. I always see people like taking down notes, and the conversations afterwards are always great. So it's more than just like learning to design. It's some pretty lengthy ones, but I did like some watch me works where I was designing. You kind of get to see the full on design process and how my brain kind of works, right? So that's in the full access. So we have some business sessions in there. We have some design sessions. I do some exclusive video, some exclusive demos. We're going to have on the 28th an exclusive giveaway for that group as well. So definitely consider getting your full access pass. So if you do, ready for football, so that you can get ready for all of these wonderful football designs, whether it's for a tumbler, a mug, a shirt, a fan, a keychain, a wallet, a yard sign. They even have the ones that you can put on the cars. You can create it for that. So if you're ready to learn how to create different football designs and apply them to different substrates, join the full access. Get your full access ticket. That ticket is $33.65. You're also going to get some perks within that also that you'll get in that email. But if you put in your cart, so you go add to cart for that, right? And then we're going to come and scroll down and we're going to add to cart the 30-day training. So you're going to add both of those, right? That's $117. We're going to go to checkout. And let's go ahead and sign in. So if you put in, okay, motorcycles, 1, 2, 3, I think there's it. Okay, yeah, I am not a robot. So we're going to put in over here, ready for football. Doesn't matter if it's in all caps or lowercase, it shouldn't matter. Ready for football. And you're going to get 20% off of the 30-day training. So that becomes $66.92. So you're going to save yourself 17, like it was a little over $17. Because it took off $16.63. So you're going to save $16.63 because it's 20% off. All right. So ready for football, but you have to get them both. But if you're okay with just spending $73.65, you don't really want to see how to create amazing designs, you can use the code ready for 30. Oops. Ready for 30. Is it ready for 30 or ready 30? Yeah, ready for 30. And it's going to take $10 off of the cost of the 30-day training. Okay. Oh, excusez-moi. So $30 off of that training. Ready for 30, $10 off of just the 30-day training. You don't have to get the full access pass. If you already have access to the full access pass, you'll do ready for 30 and you'll get $10 off. But if you want both, ready for football, I'm going to give you, because you're buying two things, I'm going to give you 20% off of the 30-day training. Now, let's say you have both of those. One of the trainings that is the most popular for within my academy is this one right here, the switch up. It changes the mindset of so many people when they see this particular training. And it's perfect for football, Because we tend to make a lot of shirts and things with different, like, for a lot of times for girls, for football and stuff. So as you can see, she had the eagle symbol up there. You can take that off and put any symbol on there. So the switch up right now, it is on sale already for $15.63. But because this is one of the most popular, we're coming up on football season, you're going to be able to get this for $5. You cannot combine it with any of the other ones. You cannot combine the switch up with any of the others, okay? But I am offering that for today for $5. If you have never seen any of my trainings, you're a little skeptical. You can't beat $5 to see exactly how I teach. So if you want to try that one out first, $5 is all it will cost you. And the code for that is see for myself. So I was with a girl, Ariel, and she always tells God, I'm gonna see for myself. So see for myself all together. See for myself. That is the code to get $10 off of the switch up. So you're going to get it for $5.63, and you can see if I'm the real deal in how I teach, if you can truly learn from me. And then maybe you'll come back, as long as you do it before the end of the day, because I'm going to have different deals every single day for HS Ink Week. So, if you want to come back, check that out. Check that out first, and then take advantage of the other discount codes. You cannot combine discount codes, so you have to buy them separately. But the switch up is $5.63 with the code C for myself. Okay. See for myself. So over on TikTok, I'm going to bring this back over to me. Someone is asking, is the Inkiversary live or recorded? Both. Everything that I do, the same way I am here live, I'm going to turn this around. So I'm going to try and turn this around so y'all can see me. But y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all can be all up in my face. Okay. Sorry about that. All up in my face. Jesus. And I'm a chunk in the back. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of move y'all over here. So, everything that I do is always live. I have not done a pre-recorded video in 3 years. Everything that I do, every class, even all the videos I do now. Actually, no, I think I did a pre-recorded video for something a little like within the past year, but almost everything that I do is always live. And it's either like the Watch Me Works are just live in the groups. And then there are times where we have live Zoom sessions where you guys can ask questions of me live. I can hear your voice. You don't have to type it out. I can hear it in real time, answer it in real time. So all of my sessions are always, all of my classes are always shot live. And once the live is complete, you have access to the recorded video to be able to watch back at any time. All right. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. So yes, but it's all together. So Ready for 30 is for $10 off of Essentials to Silhouette Studio. So to make it $73.65. If you do Ready for Football, you have to get the full access ticket as well as Essentials, and you're going to get 20% off of the Essentials, but you're going to get access to a week long of football related designs and also some senior designs. And then I don't think anyone wrote it on there. If you do See for Myself, you'll get $10 off of my switch up, will make that $5.63. So she says that's an amazing price, especially for how detailed that class is. And that's just so you can see kind of my teaching style, how I teach. Are you able to really learn if you're watching the playback of something? A lot of people feel like, man, I'm not going to learn. I need to be live. But when you're live, it can be overwhelming with like how much information it is and trying to keep up because of the delay. So you really, really, really learn more from the playbacks than anything. So if you want to just check me out, see how I teach, See for Myself will get you $10 off of the switch up part 1. And we have another switch up coming up soon once the new fiscal year starts. What's the name of the $5 class? It's the switch up. I'm going to switch it back around. And what? My fan is not on. It is too hot in Miami for this. Oh, my Jesus, it is hot. All right. So this one right here is the $5 one. If you go, like, since you're on TikTok, if you go back like into my videos, you're gonna see a video where I did like I think it's still up. I did a speed frame of going from her to, I want to say, like her with the HS ink on the top. So it was kind of like this one, but not with the pink hair. Oh wait, you guys can't see. Hold on. So it was kind of like, so I think, yeah, on TikTok, I have it where it shows going from her to basically her, but with the HS ink hat, because that's where my Honestly Dope shirt came from. There is no discount code for just the Inkiversary. There is no discount code for just the Inkiversary. You can get the Inkiversary with the 30-day training, but there is no discount code for just the Inkiversary. There will not be one for that one because you guys are getting extra perks on there, like on top of it. So there's discounts that are pretty much help it pay for itself once you get in there. So there is no discount code for just the Inkiversary. It's a combination one to where if you purchase the Inkiversary and the 30-day training, you'll get 20% off. She says, that's amazing. Thank you. You are very, very welcome. Uh-oh. All righty. Any questions for me before we hop off of here? We've been on here for an hour and 16 minutes, but hopefully it was a great hour and 16 minutes for you guys. And if you are still watching, so hopefully you're still watching, because I'm going to do a giveaway for a class of your choice, as well as a pack of paper of your choice. Because it is HS Ink Week, we're going to start to kick off with some mini giveaways. So it can be either 8.5 by 14 or 11 by 17 paper. You will be responsible for the shipping of that paper. We're just giving you the paper for free. Now, if you would like to place an order as well, and let us know, and you win, we'll throw in that paper as well. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the names for everyone that put in the hashtag me. For TikTok, I'm gonna have to figure out a different way. I don't know how I'm gonna do it for you guys to be in the giveaway, because it's over on StreamYard. But I'm gonna draw the name, and this is going to be you'll have your choice of any of my single classes, not like my programs, but for a single class. All right. So we're going to go ahead and draw. Michelle Anderson, let me know if you are on right now. For this one, you got to be present to win. Michelle Anderson, are you on right now? So that one was for your choice of any of my classes. Now I'm going to do one for a one-on-one session with me. All right. So Michelle Anderson, perfect. You are here. Email me at theprofessor@hsink365.com. You must have an account on our 365 Creative Academy site. And then let me know which class. Go through the shop site. Let me know which class you would like to take, and you will get free access to that class. Tasha O'Bannon, if you are here, you have won a one-on-one session with me. So let me know if you are here. If not, after I do the next one, I'm going to re-pull for this one. All right. So the last one is your choice of paper, 8.5 by 14 or 11 by 17. 8.5 by 14 or 11 by 17. We're going to go ahead and draw again. Sandra Stevens, if you are, she says, I am here. Awesome. All right, go ahead and email me at theprofessor@hsink365.com. and we can set up your one-on-one session. It can be about silhouette. It can be a pro call about business. So if you want help with your website, anything like that, just trying to figure out how to price, generate sales, I'm great. Anyone that's taken my pro calls will let you know I'm dope as hell when it comes to marketing ideas, and how to really, really get your name. And one thing I will say is everyone likes to focus on websites, but I like to challenge you to tap into your local resources first. You'll be amazed. You think that people locally don't support you, but it's probably because you are not promoting it correctly. So, Sandra Stevens, you have won a free pack of 8.5 by 14 or 11 by 17 paper. Are you on right now? Please go ahead and say, I'm here. You got to be present to win. All right. You got to be present to win. If you want to enter into a giveaway, you're watching on TikTok, don't leave, because as soon as I end this live, I'm going to come over here and we're going to do my giveaway the way I used to, where I'm going to write down a number and you guys kind of put in your guesses, and I'm going to do it that way for the classes. Okay. So Sandra Stevens, over on either Facebook or YouTube, let me know if you are here, so that I know if I need to pull it. You have 30. I guess I'm gonna do y'all gonna see the countdown countdown timer. So let's go. Boom. Unfortunately, that's not the name that was there. So it says Stevens. Are you on both? Okay, so that's two different names. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I can't even tell. But yeah, you're commenting now from a different one. So I can't really. I need to see. She says that's me. Well, can you log back on to your YouTube and say it's me? Because that's where the winning number, that's where the winning one came from. All right. Okay. Definitely do that. Hurry up. I don't want to tease someone. But we're gonna draw again just in case. Just in case. Because I mean, I'll give her first dibs on the size, and then I'll give whichever one she doesn't choose, I'll give it to the other person. So, Shula, oh, I know who this is. Are you still on for a free pack of HS ink sublimation paper? Okay, there we go. All right, needed to see the face to match it. Go ahead, email me, the professor at hsink365.com, and let me know which paper you want to get, 8.5 by 14 or 11 by 17. And Tonette, you can let me know what the other size is if you're watching. Did you put hashtag? So you had to put hashtag in front of it in order, it had to be hashtag me in order to see your name pop up. All right. All right, y'all. I've been on for almost an hour and a half. I definitely need to go because my throat is getting scratchy because I had a lupus flare up. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Well, I'm not sure why it did not show up. I don't do anything with it. It's the way the system is set up. We're going to be doing some giveaways all week long, so better luck next time. Make sure that you guys do hit that subscribe button. If you're watching over on YouTube, turn on your notification bell so that you're notified whenever I go live. If you're watching over on Facebook, make sure that you follow me on Silaholics Anonymous. So you want to hit follow and you want to hit see first if you are on Facebook, and just follow, just follow me. If on Shaquille Vale, make sure you have your notifications turned on for when I go live, and hopefully you'll be on and be eligible for one of the future giveaways for this week. This is HS Ink Week, leading up to HS Ink Day on the 28th. That is 2 years, our 2-year ink anniversary of when I finalized our amazing product line. Honestly speaking, if you don't know, it's pronounced speaking, not spinking. Okay. All right, y'all. So stick around TikTok if you want to do a giveaway. I'm gonna do it my old school way. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.